Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to Fallout Shelter. How y'all doing? We got some peeps out in the wasteland ready to do some quests, and we will do them with you here in a little bit. Let's go see what we got. We got Spy on the Raiders. Send your dwellers in disguise to spy on a raider camp. It's a daily quest, and we've only waited about a week and a half to do it. Let's put these raider outfits to good use. Send some dwellers to spy on one of the raider camps. Then, of course, we got the game show Gauntlet, which will be you've invited to play Lose Your Head, and we will play it, and it'll be a repeat, and we don't care. And we've got, there we go, Robot Retrieval, which is find the Mr. Handy box. We get another Mr. Handy coming. We think Vault-Tec delivered the Mr. Handy box to this building. Pip, pip, cheerio. Hello, I am Mr. Handy. Okay, so let's get out there and do it with Spy on the Raiders. Talk to the raider boss. Most likely sending you to your doom, but you never know. When you signed up for this, you know it's always been a possibility. Oh, my goodness. The fortune favors the brave. That's all I can tell you. Almost there. Thank you, Red Leader. Okay. Shoot, then burn. Oh, my. Hello. So, yes, it is the week of, it'll be Wednesday. It's, when you're watching this the first time. But it is the week of Memorial Day. So we always want to say thank you. Thank you to those who have come, given their lives for us. We appreciate their service. This country is founded on the fact that people have given their lives for our freedom, and we will not forget that. But first, what do we have here looking to join our gang? We're the Burning Bullets. We shoot people, then set them on fire. Well, that's just wonderful. Can you handle that? Bullets and fire? Sign us up. Totally. We love both those things. Honest. Actually, we're Vault Dwellers in the Sky, here to spy on you. Bullets and fire? Sign us up. That's like what's what we like to hear. Go on ahead. Okay, so we snuck through that one. Keep on going. Keep on moving. So yes, it is the week of Memorial Day. Very, very somber event. Not the kind of event to be, just about a picnic or hot dogs and all that. But think about this, and this is not just about Memorial Day. We're not going to sit here and talk about the, soldiers because, I really don't have a lot of experience with people in my family being, there's very, very few veterans in my family, let alone actually none that I know of that lost their lives in the knowing, but that was the kind of thing, going into some place like, World War II or Vietnam or even, the Gulf and all those places, you never knew if you were going to come back. You didn't know exactly. You had to know going in that it is a possibility. Now, granted, you don't want to have that because you want to make mistakes and overthink things, but, you want to be sure. But also you have to just, understand that you probably are not going to be coming back, if you're going to a very hot spot. All right. Hey, I didn't know the Burning Bullets had any new members. Gotta be honest, I'm kind of done with the smell of gunpowder and burning things. Thinking maybe I should retire, start a farm, grow some flowers. You have to do what's right for you, or are you going to shoot then burn the flowers? Can you say that again? We have to write it down because we're spying on you. You know what? We're going to just kill you. How about you have to do what's right for you? Do you, all right? Yeah, I made up my mind. Time to leave these jokers behind. All right, good job. We've turned a few. Turned a few from the war. They're on our side now. But you have to know going into these kind of things that it's possible that you could not make it out. And that's sort of about what we want to talk about tonight. In that, what would you do? And this is not about war or service or the military. What would you do if you were suddenly given a sentence of, I've only got a year left to live, or I've only got a few months left to live? Now, I mean, as a kid, that's unfathomable. I mean, I don't even understand how you would be able to even reconcile with the idea that, I mean, Bailey herself is a very healthy child. But she's seen a lot of death and sorrow in her short time on this earth, all 9 years of them. From the age of 2, from, the last 7 years, she has had to deal with death from either family members or just, just seeing everything. I mean, she's just seen so much in her life and been a party to it, and she's understood it. She's been given full disclosure on a lot of things. We didn't hide things from her because how could you? Because it's going to come up. And you don't want to, give her the wrong kind of information and have her, not understand fully, and like or be afraid of certain things because she's afraid that that's going to be, death. But you don't want to. You want to be sensitive to her as a child growing up and having that developmental stage. But for the most part, she's okay with it. She understands these things. She sort of expects it anymore, which is sad. But how would you feel? How would it be if you were that person and you knew going into something that I'm not getting out of this? And I'm not talking about like being in an accident or being trapped somewhere and realizing it. Hold on that thought. You're speaking to the Inferno, leader of the Burning Bullets. I suppose you're here for their last share of our last raid. That's right. We'd love some new weapons. We need medical supplies, boss. How about some junk? We're feeling crafty. Let's take the weapons because we might sell them because we have an objective for that. So let's just take the weapons. Why not? Good. Now go cause mayhem. Now go and cause mayhem. Woohoo! Mayhem. Bob, make mayhem. Bob's back at the vault. He's going to make some mayhem. All right. We got that. And we got some nuclear quantums. But yeah, I'm not talking about something like, oh my gosh, I've just been in an accident. I know I've got a few minutes left. I'm talking about like, you've got months. You've got full awareness that you've got an expiration date. What do you do? How do you even begin to understand? Now, I mean, as an adult, me as a father, as someone who has responsibilities, who has ties to things, I have no idea what I would do at that point. I have no idea how I would even handle the concept of, hey, I got to start making preparations because I'm procrastination, extraordinaire. I'm a procrastinator. I leave things go to the last minute, and I that would be me. I wouldn't know how to fathom that. But we'll get more into that in the next quest. But for now, we got talk to the raider boss, talk to the raiders. We got everything. We got all this good stuff. We're gonna come on back. Come on back, boys. You did a good job sneaking in and stuff. All right, come on back. We got recipe fragments, a rusty combat shotgun, 2 nuclear quantums, and some kind of a flamer. All right, they're coming on back in. We'll let them come in on their own time, and we will go to the next quest, which is the game show Gauntlet. Yay! Answer all the questions. It is the game show Gauntlet where we lose our head. Maybe. Maybe we don't. Oh, 2 floors. Which way should we go? All right, let's get through it. We know it's going to be all repeats. We don't care. We're going to just talk over top of it because we don't care. Oh, who's the most famous reporter in Diamond City? Piper Wright. Piper Wright? Bing, bing, bing. That's right. Ha, ha, ha. Oops. Hello. Yeah, there we go. So, yeah. I wouldn't even know where to begin preparation things. I mean, I have, back in 2011, I took a trip, Bailey's mother and I took a trip to Las Vegas for like a second honeymoon kind of thing. Second question we've come to round 2. Who's the Sheriff of Megaton? Lucas Sims. It's the 1M. 1M. Nope, it was 2 M's, crap. But I made arrangements like my brother, who is Bailey's godfather, I gave him all the passwords to things for like my PayPal account for everything because, as long as I were still making money off of shirts, that money was going to her and I was going to keep that, that was going. We'd figure out something, at least, here's all the passwords to things to make arrangements for her to have all the things. So, I mean, but that was like, hey, I mean, worst case scenario. We're only flying to Vegas and back. But, being her parents, we wanted to make sure that, we were prepared for something like that to happen. So I didn't want to take anything to chance. But, I mean, just giving, an illness or something and knowing that I'm going to not make it and that I have to, I mean, it's sort of a morbid thing to think about. But, I'm 42 now. I got to start thinking about those kind of things. Round 3. What deadly creature lurks in the Salem Museum of Witchcraft at Deathclaw? I have to keep an eye on those types of things because, I live alone right now, but I've got to make sure that I have preparations and things in place. And, I would make sure that she gets all the, she's the beneficiary of anything that I have as far as a life insurance and like that. But I have 2 cats. I'd have to make arrangements for them to go somewhere. I have to make arrangements for, the house to be put into something, so that she has that in case because even though she lives with her mother 80% of the time, this is still her house. This is still her home, and she has it's her legacy, I guess, if you think about it. Even though it's not even that great of a house, but it's still her home, and she was grew up here and spent the early part of her life here, and not going to give that up. I remember what it was like growing up and leaving my home that I was ooh shit, that I was first introduced to, and it was somewhat bittersweet to see it go. I hated to lose my bed. I mean, I liked the fact that I had my bed. I was like, no, don't make my bed. I got a brand new bed, but I didn't care. It was like I was losing my bed, my personal thing. It's where I slept. It's a case of having nostalgia and remembrance of things. Can't give up on that. But outside of those things, I don't know how I would feel. I have maintained this idea that I'm not invincible, but that I have no intention of dying before I'm like in my hundreds. I'm a coward. I mean, I love my life. Now for the final round, DJ dog. I like being on this earth. I have no desire to leave this earth. As crappy as it can be sometimes, as crappy as the world can be, and every time my shoulder's screwed up, I keep losing cats left and right. Everybody, my health of my family and everything that's going horribly wrong on a regular basis. And I haven't had a year without something happening to me, like last year, the accident, everything. It's just life can really be a pain in the ass. But I have no desire to not be a part of it. I want to be here. I want to be miserable in my own home and on my couch. I want there to be a leaky faucet every so often because, damn it, it's something that it requires my attention. It's something that needs me. Like my daughter. When she turns 18, maybe I won't be needed around anymore. Who knows? But I'm going to find something else to cling on to. And there's no reason to not want to be alive. Health can vary. We can have bad illnesses, prognoses, and everything else. But I have to believe that being a part of this world has got to be better than not being in it. When somebody goes, when you lose a loved one, it doesn't just affect them. I mean, granted, yeah, hey, they're gone. They've ceased to exist on this plane, and that's sad. But what the damage that is done to the people around them is just sometimes worse than what actually happens to them. And that can be the same thing to go for even suicide. And you don't want to ever have chances are people who end up don't really understand. They don't get the fact that their lives are worth something. Normal rational thinking isn't in play at that point because whatever's going on. Sometimes it's a drug problem, or sometimes it's an illness or something along those lines that it's hard for them to even consider what it means to be. And sometimes they're in so much pain and everything else, but sometimes it's just not about you anymore. I understand that it's kind of hard to say that hey, killing yourself, it's not about you. Well, I mean, at that point, no, you've given up control over that because you're making this choice. It's about the other person, the people in your life that care about you and what they have to find. We've seen like the Chris Cornell we lost a couple weeks ago. He's got a family. There are people in this world that are going to miss you, and then people have to find you, find the body, and that's there's no good place to go and kill yourself, right? I mean, come on. I mean, no, this doesn't stem from anything. It's just the idea that if you knew that something was going to happen to you, would you just resign yourself to say, I am not going to try and stop it? do everything I can, no matter how outlandish or experimental or proven, or would I fight with every fiber of my being to make sure that I squeeze as much life out of this world as possible, to make it fight me to go down? I'd like to think that I'm that much of an asshole that if something wants to come get me, it's going to have to go through me like, a knife in order to take me, because I'm not going easily. I don't care what it is. I don't care if I'm stuck, if I'm hooked up to a machine, maybe try unplugging me and plugging me back in, see if that helps. Find an outlet and stick me into it, because I'm coming back. I have no desire to not exist, regardless of how bad it is. Now, granted, I could have a stroke or something horrible happen that I could be debilitated and be stuck, wearing a bag for the rest of my life in a wheelchair. And you know what? I will find some way to enjoy myself. I'll be pissed off for a long time. I'll have some sorrow and I feel sorry for myself. But damn it, I'll figure out a way to make it work. There are times that I have found that it's so hard to keep, the new normal, as I call it, to find a way to make life livable in in the face of some horrible tragedy. But I've done it. I've done it with the loss of animals. I've done it with my entire life being turned upside down a few years ago. And you know what? As bad as things are in those regards, I have found ways to make life worth living. And I'm going to continue to do that. And I hope that everybody else does that too. All right, we're done with that quest. Bring it back up a second, and we'll get to the last one. And let's go. Good job, boys. You got yourself a chemistry flask, 4 Nuka-Cola Quantums, recipe fragment, and railway rifle. Railway rifle. I always say it wrong. All right, come on back, boys. Thanks again for your service. Robot retrieval. Woohoo! Find the Mr. Handy box. It's a big, goofy-looking one. Holy shit snacks. Oh, there's like a little mouse hole over there. Huh. Alrighty. Fight! So yeah, Death, if you're out there and you're listening, you're going to work overtime on my ass, because I'm not going down anytime soon. Now granted, I have shoulder surgery next month, and nothing is a guarantee. Something horribly weird and could happen, and it's not within my control at that point. Just don't, I'm going to be saying nope to the light, and I'm going to come on back, regardless of how peaceful it may be. I don't expect anything to actually happen. I expect it to be in and out in an hour. I'll probably be like, "What? I'm done? Okay. Now I hurt. Now it hurts." It's, it's routine shoulder surgery. 3 holes in my shoulder. They go in, camera on one, tools on the other 2, and it's done. No big deal. No big whoop. No big whoop. I'm not looking forward to the recovery. That's for damn sure. But I don't really have any designs on checking out. It's not that big of a deal. But I got to keep that in the back of my head, because, like I said, nothing's guaranteed. You always got to be aware of... Oh, what the flip? What happened? Oh, my God, Diem. Did I not bring any? Oh, you got to be shitting me. Oh, we're screwed. We're kind of screwed here. Son of a bitch. I didn't think about bringing any. Oh, boy. Well, I'm sorry, guys. I kind of led you astray. We're gonna have to maybe go through this quickly. This could be bad. Oh no! Hopefully, we'll find some stuff. Yeah, we're gonna be facing a life and death situation here, folks. This could be bad. Oh boy, not doing too good there. Shit. Oh, it would have been nice to find some... Yikes. Yikes and away! Damn it. Shit. Oh no, this is bad, boys. This is very, very bad. This is very, very bad. Real life and death situation here, folks. Said it. I don't want that. I want some health, man. Health. I need health. Something good. Shit. I've lost all train of thought because now I'm focusing on this. Because, you know, of that. Yeah. Oh, did I find some? When did I find some? You're still okay. All right, we're a little bit better shape. Tell you what, let's try to finish it off, and then I will come back through. So yeah, I mean, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna get it through, get through the shoulder surgery. But please, just don't ever think that there's not a reason to fight for things. People depend on you, people love you, and people want you around. And I know that some people in this world do things. Well, shit. Oh well. Oh, he's dead. Whoops. Got the Mr. Handy. Oh, we did it. So we're in the clear. We managed to... You boys are awesome. And girl are awesome. We, Three Dog, Sarah, oh my goodness. We've done it. It's no matter what, it's all gravy after this. So of course we're going to go through it and do it. Even if we die. But yeah. Some people will tell you that it's like, I'm only doing this because I have family that love me, that want me around. I'm only going through treatments. I'm only going through all that because, no, don't do it for us. Do it for yourself. Do it because you want to see them grow up, that you want to see them happy at a holiday and opening up their presents and running and playing in the yard. Don't do it because we're going to miss you, Do it because you're going to miss us. That's why, that's why I would say that kind of situation. It's not about our feelings. It's about yours. You got to remember that life is precious. And, we got lucky. This planet's all we got. We got lucky with the idea of life and how it was, given to us. And we had the perfect conditions to grant enough, the evolution of bacteria and to animal, all that kind of stuff. That is not something you take lightly. That's something that doesn't just happen. I mean, we were granted those things, with not a lot of choice. That, third rock from the sun, perfect conditions to grow and to have life. And we lost somebody. Well, he went down. And nobody else got that. 9 planets in the solar system. We got that. Nobody else did. So you gotta respect that idea. Got to respect that we don't have a say in whether or not things are taken from us. But we have a say in whether or not we're able to spend as much time as possible with people. And that is something you need to be thankful for. Because every day is a gift. Every day is a blessing. Be thankful for that. I'm running out of things to say because I'm like waiting for them to just die. I don't, 9 times out of 10, I don't think about what to say through the course of an episode. 9 times out of 10, I just wing it. I'm sure you can tell by the way my delivery. I only got 1 out of that bullshit. Well, and I gave it to the guy who really didn't need it that much. But for the most part, I'm just flying by the seat of my pants, and I'm not exactly, doing anything where it's like, oh, I'm planning all this out. I know exactly what I'm going to say, and I've written it down. No, I've done. No, it doesn't happen. I just talk off the seat of my pants. We're losing all our guys here. Who we got left? Sarah. Sarah outlasts them all. She is one kick-ass woman. I don't know how much longer she's going to make it, though. If it's just the case that you're irradiated, we'd be in good shape, but... I don't know. It could be close here. Luckily, we got everything. And that brings me to another point. Beginning to wonder if maybe we've almost reached the end of content for Fallout Shelter, and that maybe we should, well, you're done. That's it. Sorry. That's it. We're all done. Yep, we won. It doesn't matter. We won. All right, let's revive them. Revive, 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 and return. Come on back, ladies and gentlemen. Good job. So yeah, we'll do that. We'll talk more about that in the wrap-up, but I think we're about done with all the content we have. I'm spinning my wheels trying to find things to do. I think an update just came through. I think the part 3 of Horsemen of the Post-Apocalypse come out, so that'll be something to do. And then we have another, I think another quest came in as well. But we're kind of like at the point. So my thought was, and I'll discuss it more in the post game, but possibly thinking about maybe retiring this vault and starting a new one over, like from the beginning. Hardcore mode. I don't know. Your thoughts on that? I mean, I started the vault back in the days when it was just opened on Android and not NPC, and didn't have quests, didn't have the crafting, didn't have any of that. It was just build room, stock, and send people out in the wasteland to get stuff and come back. That was it. So, your thoughts on that? But we'll talk more about it in the post game, and we'll be back in a bit. Okay, and we're back. Everybody's out there. Let's bring them on in. Come on, folks. How y'all doing? Welcome back. Let's get ready. What's that? 15, 12, 14. We don't care about any of that stuff. We don't care about any of your stuff. Even though we got it from that, we don't care. Because we got a thing to sell, 39 weapons or outfits. We're going to do that as well. And I've adopted a southern accent. I have no idea why. I don't need any of this stuff. Alright. 12. And I can get rid of the rest on my own. Come on in. Duplicates everywhere. Duplicates everywhere. Duplicates everywhere. And the last grouping. Hello. Nothing good for you. Alright. Boom. Another 17 to go. I can do that in my sleep. Yeah. Alrighty. So that brings everybody back in. Let's get them set up for the next set of quests. We got new quests. Food. Glorious food. All sales final. Retrieve ingredients from the Super Duper Mart. It's for a recipe and some caps. We shall do it, because why not? Let's send out the peeps with the E's in their names, which is Butch, Kevin, and Keith White. Go out and have fun. Make sure I send everybody out with with stim packs this time. There you go. Have fun. Ah, dyslexic. Okay, that's better. Next quest is Horsemen of the Post-Apocalypse Part 2, or Trey. The third one. Oh, we're going to wear Raider armor again. Hey, guess what? We got some people in some Raider armor. Let's send them out. Matthew Bishop, Randy Campbell, and Jacob Bishop. I will definitely send you out with some stuff. Go on, have fun. We'll get your quest specs next time. And now we got one more left, but I need some more stim pack, or more rataways. Because you never know. Yeah, you know what? They'll probably be okay. So let's get them out there. They can take 15. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. You'll be all fine. It's going to be, let's see here. We got Take Me Out to the Ball Game. No, we ain't doing that one because I don't have a baseball bat to put on people. Vault-Tec Experiment Review, we can do that. Or Spy on the Raiders. We've already did that. I'm not doing that one again. So Vault-Tec Experiment Review because we get some cool stuff out of that. That'll be Three Dog. That'll be Ryan. And that'll be Sarah. And, ooh, well, because you died. That's why you're not doing no well. But you'll be fine. It'll be okay. Don't worry about it. You'll recover quickly. Go out. Actually, can I get, no. Have fun. Sleepy boy. You know what? Let's change your, who's got the best? Who's got the best? Let's find somebody that's got, ooh, you got a Dragon's Maw, don't you? What are you doing with a Dragon's Maw? Yeah. Okay, there you go. Have fun. And that'll wrap it up for tonight. Thanks again for watching. Let me know in the comments what you think about my idea. It's a very horrible one. A bad one. I don't want to do it. Just tell me not to. That is to start a brand new vault, hardcore mode. See how well we can do on that. Starting from the ground up. And should I start a Patreon to help me out? I don't know what to do with a Patreon. It would be an experiment for both you and me. I don't know how we would handle the, but I just do straight up, here's how we do this, tips for starting your vault, or do we sit and we gab like we usually do? I don't know. I need some guidance here, folks. So let me know. And with that, like I said, think about your life. Think about the amount of time. As a wise wizard once said, we can only something with the time we have on this planet. Yeah. That was Dumbledore from, he was a Jedi. Yeah. I wish it not have happened in my time. No, that was Frodo. Flippin' hell. Oh my god, I'm screwing up. I wish it had not have happened in my time, said Frodo. So do I, said Gandalf. And so do all who live to see such times. But that is not for them to decide. All we have to decide is what to do with the time that is given us. And that is what we should do. Figure out what to do with your life with the time you have. Make each day count. And with that, good night.